Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. I got the blazer on today. You know why? Because today is a special day. And it is the Steelers 2023 final roster cuts. It's the final roster. We've seen all the cuttings and all the news that have been happening about guys getting released and getting let go and stuff. Some guys we might miss. Some guys we probably say goodbye. But I'm going to reveal that right here and I'm going to give my reaction to that. And I have the suit on today because I got the honor. You know, my boy, my unofficial, official uncle called me. He was like, "Hey, I need you to do the go ahead and do the reveal." I was like, "Okay." He said, "But I want you to do it with our name." So today I'm not the Arsenal DB. I'm not the Arsenal DB today. I'm the Arsenal DB con. My unofficial, official uncle called me, want me to reveal the list to you guys. So I was like, "Hey, let me go ahead and reveal the list for you guys." But first, before I start in that, I want to go into some releases that happened and stuff. There's a lot of guys got released, but one that's notable in my opinion that I was like, "Ah, man, he was pretty good with us." The Grilling and Chilling, co-host, Zach Gentry. Zach Gentry was nice. I like his ability to go out there and block. I know it kind of like started off a little shaky, and then later, I think like last year, the year before last, and he started getting more, start getting better a little bit, and then this past season, he started playing better as well too, blocking, make some plays here and there. I think he'll find a team on somewhere else, but Zach Gentry was nice. But we already know we have a lot of tight ends here. Darnell Washington is here. Of course, Connor Hayward is a versatile player. You can put him anywhere on the field, but he's a tight end. And Pat Freiermuth, the starter, is here as well. So I think Zach Gentry will find another team. And I'm happy. I hope he find another team, and I'm gonna be supporting Zach Gentry still on another team because I feel like he has potential to be a solid player in this league for a good amount of time too. We saw Kendrick Green get traded. That was one of the I thought he was going to get released at first, but I think the Steelers saw they can get some value, so they traded him to the Texans. And then we seen my unofficial official uncle do it again a couple of days ago when he traded Kevin Dotson to the Rams for a 4th-round pick and a 5th-round pick. I think we swapped 5th-round picks and we gave him a 6th, and they gave us a 4th. So that's pretty good compensation back for Kevin Dotson, a guy who he was in the rotation last year, but kind of lost his spot a little bit this year because the new guys that came in that's kind of taking over and playing. We're trying to get to a newer style. Kevin Dotson, don't get me wrong, he wasn't like terrible or nothing, but I feel like he kind of got out of the chemistry with the O-line. We kind of like need to go somewhere else. So, and now we see the Steelers moving on from him, moving on for Kendrick Green, and then they moving on to the new era of Steeler football. So let's break down the roster. The roster for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2023. Okay, first we got quarterbacks. We got Kenny Pickett, of course. We got Mason Rudolph, and we got Mitchell Trubisky. 3 quarterbacks, guys who you can rely on, guys you can count on, guys who are, who's going to be there behind Kenny Pickett, just in case Kenny Pickett go down. Hopefully not. Hopefully Kenny Pickett played the entire season, but just in case he go down, you feel comfortable having Mason Rudolph and Mitchell Trubisky back there to be able to step in maybe 1 game or 2 games like that. They have to fill in the role. And then we also got Najee Harris, of course, as a starting running back, the starting running back for all the fans who keep saying, Najee as a starter, he's going to get benched. No, he's not. He's not going to get benched. Najee has accounted, I think the stats said Najee has accounted for 40.8% of the Steelers' offense over the past 2 seasons, going over the past 2 seasons. He's been a driving force for the Steelers' offense. Whether it's in the air, whether it's on the ground, he's been a driving force for the offense. So he's going to be a starter for a good amount of time. He stay healthy. And then Farland, and we got Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren is obviously the second one. I think going in alphabetical order, but Jalen Warren is the second running back. And we had that 1-2 punch. But I think now we might have a 1-2-3 punch. In boxing, you had that 1-2. You had that overhand right. Or if you southpaw, the overhand, you had the overhand like the left on the other side like that. So I think now we might have the overhand right, the home hitter, that one shot that can knock the fighter out, knock the boxer out. Kind of like we see what's his name? What is his name that he got like a lot of knockouts. He was fighting Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, that's his name. See, I watch boxing occasionally, not too much. Deontay Wilder, you know how most of his fights end, he get the overhand right, he'd knock you out. Most of his fights end like that because he had that one move he can rely on. I think Anthony McFarland might be that for us. He can be a home run hitter. He might not be a guy getting a lot of touches like Najee and like Anthony McFarland. Jalen Warren. But I think Anthony McFarland has that second gear speed, that burst of speed, and we've seen him break some free in preseason. And hopefully this will be the year that he finally emerges and be that guy for us and help the offense out so we can keep a lot of guys fresh and just rotate different guys in here and there in different spots. On wide receivers, we have Calvin Austin. We got Miles Boykin, Deontay Johnson, We have Gunner. We have George Pickens and Allen Robinson. Of course, George Pickens, I have high hopes for him. I think he's going to go out there and be a very, very dynamic receiver. Go out there and put up 1,400 receiving yards. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to get 100 catches, because I feel like he's a guy who's a deep threat guy. So he might not need 100 catches to get to the 1,500 yards. He might have like 80 catches and have 1,500 yards and about double-digit touchdowns. That's my projections for him. Allen Robinson is a guy we know he's capable of. Multiple-time Pro Bowl receiver, can go out there and play. He's been injured the past few years, but I think now, in the fresh start, hopefully he can go out there and make some plays for us. Deontay Johnson, we know what Deontay Johnson is. DJ go out there, he wraps some things up. You know, he go out there and make things happen, and he's always a reliable guy. And people always say he always dropping stuff, but if you actually look at the statistics of him dropping things the past 2-3 years, he actually hasn't been dropping that. That 1 year kind of played the little narrative that he drops everything. That 1 year he had that bad year where he dropped a lot, but the past few seasons he's been playing pretty good football and has had one of the lowest drop rates. But people just kind of keep that narrative around him. I don't know why. Miles Boykin is solid, but Gunner kind of grew on me a little bit. First, I didn't like Gunner too much last year and stuff, but now I'm kind of liking Gunner a lot. He's been a guy who can go out there and slug it out. You put him in the slot, you can have him get handoffs at different spots, and he go out there and just play hard and relentless. I think he have a spot on the team, kind of like Sims had last year. He might be using that type of role. Tight ends, like I mentioned before, we got Pat Freiermuth and we got Darnell Washington, and then Connor Hayward is listed as a fullback and tight end, so he's kind of like he got in both spots. So we got 3 guys right there. And then you got offensive linemen, Spencer Anderson, Mason Cole, who's a starter, Dylan Cook, James Daniels, another starter, Nate Herbig, you got Broderick Jones, first-round pick. Then you got Dan Moore Jr. as well. You got Tus Okafor, and you got Adesanya Malu. Adesanya Malu going to start most likely, of course, and Tus going to be starting. I think Dan Moore is starting as well. Broderick Jones going to probably get some opportunities to get in the game here and there. They're probably going to build him up to it. But the offensive line look nice. Got a lot of depth. A lot of things added. Might need to add another center. I know they said the Texans released that one center as the Steelers could be eyeing. So might add that guy too, add another center for some more depth. But so far, the offense looks amazing. I love the way the depth chart is. There are a lot of guys who can step in roles just in case if we need to. The team looks nice. And then defense. The defense is always amazing. You look at the defensive line, we got Montravius Adams, we got Keanu Benton, we got Cameron Hayward, DeMarvin Leal, Isaiah Loudermilk, Larry Ogunjobi, and Armand Watts. So I think the defensive line is nice, of course. Cam Hayward being the leader of the Steelers, multiple-time All-Pro, multiple-time Pro Bowler, future Hall of Fame, Ironhead Cam Hayward going out there and leading the charge for us. But Montravius Adams is a guy from the past 2 seasons. He's been with our team. He's been the guy who's been a solid rotational piece you can use. Cameron Benton, if you watch him in preseason, he's been playing very relentless football and run stopping, getting out there and wreaking havoc. And it's been nice to see him do that. And then Marvin Leal was nice last year's rookie year before he got injured. From Texas A&M, he was playing pretty good last year for the Steelers. A lot of deflections in the run game. And he's very versatile. You can put him in different spots on the line because he's not the biggest guy. And he's not the smallest guy either. He had a body type where you can put him in different places and he'll go out there and shine. So it's going to be nice to see how the Steelers do it and how they mix it around. And it's going to be cool to see. Linebackers got Kawhi Alexander, who's played pretty good in preseason, going out there and wreaking havoc. Marcus Golden, the edge rusher, who can be a starter on most teams, but on our team, he's going to be used as a rotational piece, but a rotational piece that creates some force and wreaks some havoc as well. Nick Herbig, same thing. He was playing relentless. He's from Wisconsin, just like TJ Watt, out there just playing like he was like a hunting out there, just hunting and making sure not to give up on the play. He was going out there and just playing until that whistle blew. Like, I love players like that. Players who play until the whistle blow and just keep going out there, keep being relentless. Remember that one play, I believe he was playing against it was the Bills game. Because I think Josh Allen, there's a Bills game. I think Josh Allen like stepped up and ran around and stuff and got away from him. And he still was relentless and still following him and still ended up making a play on him. Like, that right there just takes a lot of heart and determination. And you love to see that from players. Alex Highsmith, we know what he is. He's going to be amazing. Again, he got better every single season. You see his stats. You see his pressures. You see everything go up. TJ Watt is the best. In my opinion, the best edge rusher in the league. You know, him and Bosa and Myles Garrett's there as well, too. Michael Parsons. Those are the 4 best guys. I think TJ Watt and Bosa is a little higher. I think TJ Watt over Bosa because, a little biased because he's got the SteelerNation and stuff. But I think Bosa and TJ Watt are on par with each other. Those guys are very relentless. But Michael Parsons is very good, too. And Myles Garrett is very good, too. When you have guys like that who can just get after the quarterback and just wreak havoc, like I mentioned before, the most important positions in football are the ones who are closest to the football. O-linemen, pass rushers, and quarterbacks. Those are some of the most important positions because those guys can control the narrative of the game. If you have the O-line going crazy, you can control the pace of the game. It opens up stuff for your passing game and everything. You have the defensive line going crazy. You can disrupt their offense and wreak havoc and cause a lot of mayhem and make them just get disgruntled over there. So it's always great to have those guys. And we have that. Kenny Pickett is up and coming. We have that quarterback. We have the O-line looking better. And we got pass rush. We got a front seven that's relentless and going to go out there and create destruction. Cole Holcomb is here too as well. Atlanta Roberts is here as well. And Mark Robinson. There's a lot of potential too as well. Then defensive backs. Of course, we got Levi Wallace. We got Channing Sullivan, who will be playing kind of the nickel position. Elijah Riley, same thing. Joey Porter Jr., the guy we got drafted in the second round. His father is Joey Porter Sr. Joey Porter Jr. looked pretty good in preseason. He's going to be probably rotating in and out, trying to get him ready and prepped. I think by the midseason, he probably get an opportunity, probably most likely to start. And we're going to see how that works out. Cal O'Neal, another guy who can be versatile all over the place, just like DeMonte KZ, who's on the list as well. He can be put in safety, put in nickel, can put in corner. You might put him in linebacker as well, too. DeMonte KZ can line up in different spots. There's one thing I love about having guys who are willing to line up in different spots and having guys who are good when they line up in different spots as well. So we got a lot of different guys and different abilities to destroy offenses. You got James Pierre out there who's solid. Miles Killebrew. That's the special teams guy. He was pretty good too last year, making plays for us. And when he stepped in as a corner and stepped in like a few times a defensive back in different spots they put him in, he kind of played solid too as well. But we also got the best. I almost forgot Patrick Peterson. We got one of the best cornerbacks to ever do it. And Patrick Peterson, especially this generation right here, he's a 7-time or 8-time Pro Bowler, a lot of Pro Bowls, and 3-time first-team All-Pro, amazing future Hall of Famer. And we got the best safety in the NFL, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I ain't got to say anything about Minkah. You know what Minkah is. Minkah is one of the best to ever do it. And if he stay on his pace, he's gonna go down. He's one of the best of his generation so far. 3 first-team All-Pro selections, 3 Pro Bowls, and just the way he especially to get to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the secondary has just changed, and it made everybody's job just even easier. Having T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward up front, and then having a guy like that at the back behind, and now you got Patrick Peterson, a veteran presence who can control things too. It's going to be amazing to see this defense in full action and full effect next Sunday. We also got, of course, Chris Boswell, the Wizard of Boz, as our kicker still. Presley Harvin and Brandon Main, both as the punters. And then we got Christian Kuntz as the lone sniper still. Okay, so the Steelers roster is here. The 53 man roster is here. They cut and lost some guys. I thought who would make the team. I thought Tanner Muse was gonna make the team. He showed little bright spots here and there, but the Steelers are so deep at linebacker. Mark Robinson, all these different guys. I don't think you really need them like that. You probably like last year team, you probably made it, but this year team just has so many guys who are very versatile. Who can do a lot of different things. Who are athletic specimens out there. It's gonna be nice to see how the Steelers mix and match with this team. I'm very excited. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are excited. But that's all I got for the video today, guys. My unofficial uncle, Mr. Khan. I'm gonna give your name back for today, but I might be back as DB Khan eventually. But until next time, I'll see you guys on the channel. Most likely it will be right after this video because I got a second one coming right after it. So yeah, peace out.